Kogi State Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo has assured parents and kids of his administration to ensure children are protected from abuse of any kind. The governor made this declaration during the visit of the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Child Abuse, Muhammed Jemilat, visits to Reference Hospital, Okene Specialist Hospital, Lokoja, and a few orphanage homes in Lokoja. Jemilat, who sensitizes parents on the value placed on children by their creator, warns against physical, emotional, and sexual abuse of children, and says it is liable to stiff punishment by law of the nation. Our reporter has more.
The Senior Special Assistant on Child Abuse, Jemilat Muhammed, who visited the reference hospital, first distributed consumables, joined with non-consumables and cash to patients and parents whose children were hospitalized. She sensitized parents and guardians on the side effects of child abuse.
I want to use this opportunity to let you people know that it is very important that you do not abuse a child. There are different types of child abuse. We have physical child abuse. It has to do with inflicting injury on the child just because you want to correct the child, or you just want to harm the child. There are people that they are not even after correcting a child. They just want to harm a child. Like they are just wicked naturally. There are people like that. So when you raise such children, you treat them badly. When they grow up in the society, they only have ideas of how to treat people badly because of the way they have been treated when they were younger. But when you treat them with the right character, they grow up with that character and treat each other right.
Jemilat emphasized why children should not be abused in any form, reassured of the state government's commitment to do anything possible to protect children from their abusers. According to the Nigerian Constitution, domiciled in the child rights in the states.
As the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on child abuse, I'm taking the good message and the good character of our leaders down to the people at the local area of the state, letting them know that they are not alone in their struggle. Even in an advanced country like the United States of America, in the year 2021, there was a very serious case of child abuse. Up to 600,000 child abuse cases was recorded. 2,000 something, above 2,000 died due to child abuse. So this child abuse is not just in Nigeria, it is everywhere. So within this country, within our state, we are starting to educate people, because when you know about something, you know how to protect yourself against it. But when you are not aware, it comes to you as a surprise. So we are trying to eradicate from this small level to a bigger level.
The Chairman Medical Advisory Committee, Kostek Teaching Hospital, Dr. Keshin Kayode Onifade, commended the efforts of the state government through the SSC and said it is a welcome development.
Child abuse medically, now the implications are much. Now, apart from physical injuries to the children, mentally as they grow up, because some of these injuries might be long-lasting on them. So over time, they look at it as, what happened to me? If they give them the story, over time, they usually have some mental breakdowns, some mental issues. So medically, it's something we frown at. We don't want any one of them to be abused, whichever way, whether mentally, physically, or whichever way that will land them into the hospital. Now, this gesture is good because over time, since the establishment of this hospital, most of our patients are averagely poor. So now, this kind of gesture goes a long way in assisting them. Even no matter how small it is, it actually assists them. With the cash donation, the food, it assists them because it boosts their morale that at least the government are still thinking about them while they are still in the hospital.
As specialist hospital and orphanage homes, Jemilat advocates for proper ways of handling children, says any abused child can be physically, emotionally, and mentally troubled. She condemns sexual assault on children and promised the administration of Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo will not take it lightly with perpetrators.
Governor, being the lover of children, he will look into it and see what he can do for the children, for the orphans, for these orphanage homes. He's already talking about the children and looking at what he can put in place to, make them happy too. Somebody from another community cannot just come and start abusing. It's within. They are always within our community. So we should always try to, look into our children affairs so as not to, have a damaged child.
She thanked Governor Ododo and the First Lady Shefinat Ododo for the assignment given to her to ensure children are in good hands.
I want to use this opportunity to thank His Excellency Alhaji Usman Ododo for all his support to the children in the state, and also for giving me the opportunity to serve under him. He cannot be everywhere, but we that we are under him, we are trying to take his government to everyone in the state. And his wife, Her Excellency Hajia Sophia Usman, we want to use this opportunity to also thank her for all the help she has given so far as a mother of the state. I want to also use this opportunity to thank our leader, our father, former Governor Alhaji Yahya Bello, for all he has done for the people of Kogi State.
The Chief Medical Director, Issa Adageri, the Orphanage Home's guidance, commended the state governor for the priority he accorded to children and their well-being.
Not very surprised at this, because His Excellency has been doing all these efforts. Just about 2 weeks ago, the First Lady was here to see the women on the theater, these pregnant women, and of course she went around the whole hospital to share goodwill messages and gifts to patients. So we want you to convey our gratitude to His Excellency, and we pray that God will continue to strengthen him from strength to strength. And then as a hospital, we assure him that we are encouraged by these efforts, and then we promise that we will continue to strive to give the patients the best care possible. It's good, again, that children should know exactly what is the relationship between parents and friends, so that when those friends are going beyond the limits, the children should be able to point out. And then parents, again, in addition, should make their children to be very confident with them. They should be discussing with them, so that any information they have, they are free to discuss with their parents. And then, of course, by and large, some of these abuses will be cropped to the nearest minimum.
Alhaji Usman Ododo, when he was Auditor General for local government, I keep any opportunity I have, I keep thanking him, because it was a crisis that was going to make us to fold up, and in 24 hours. I didn't know him, he didn't know me, but he got to hear about it somewhere, and he called me personally then. And that day I was like, it's true that we have this crisis, and I've been appealing to people. And he said, when I'm not around now, when we come back, I'll do it. And in less than 20, it was like magic. Because even the staff that were here that day, they were at the back, working in the evening like this, around 4 p.m. And they came, and by 8 p.m., the water was gushing. And he gave us a generator to power it. Although the generator is there, we managed when he was. I went to greet him the following day. Immediately the water came the following day. We traced his place. I called some people to follow me, and he was like, Madam, why now? I said, no. There are many people out there, even the people I reached out to personally. Some were saying, go and do GoFundMe. Some were saying, go on Facebook and apply and appeal to people. Let them come to your rescue, and the rest of them. And you just heard somewhere, somebody was just talking, they say there's and you did it. So I have to come and say thank you.
Okay, sir. You say that you married that position of governorship because of his
I had the opportunity of meeting the White Lion shortly before he left. And the only thing I said, I want to thank him for. That's why I followed the people I followed there that day. And I had the opportunity to speak. I told him, that time the election was not even, it was just after the primaries. And I told him that you are giving us the right person. That this person I know is remain. because he heard of my own challenges. He doesn't know me, he has never seen me before, and he came to my rescue so that I know if he's there, remember the vulnerable. And I knelt down and I said, thank you, sir. And he said, that is Ododo for you. And even as we were talking that day with the present, His Excellency, when I went to say thank you to him, he said, no, just keep thanking God for my boss, because he gave me the opportunity to do whatever I'm doing. And I told him, I said, he gave so many people the opportunity to do what they were supposed to do, but they didn't do it. But you have chosen to do it. So I have to really thank God on his behalf. And I'm very happy. People will want to dampen your spirits about doing things like this. But I want to tell you, there's always a reward for things like this. There's always a reward, and God is watching all of us. Whether you are a Christian, whether you are a Muslim, there's always a reward for what you have done, especially to little children and the orphans. They are the heart of God. I'm a Christian. The Bible tells me that orphans and widows, I'm a widow myself, the orphans are here. So, and my Bible tells me that the widows and the orphans, they are the heartbeat of God. So if you touch them positively, God is going to touch you positively. And that is what she has done. And I pray that God is going to touch you positively. You will never lack any good thing.
Jemilat Muhammed said as part of her duties to ensure no child is abused, she will take her advocacy to the remaining parts of the state in the West and Eastern Senatorial districts. Faith Adike reporting for MSC TV.